I really respect Margo for the avenue that he took in the sport. He started a new career for all surfers. Not many surfers in the world get paid and respected like he does just for being a free surfer, and he started a new realm for professional surfing to where, hey, there's guys that can go out there and as long as they rip, they can earn enough money to support their family and go on as a professional surfer, and they don't compete. And I think a lot of people should take their hat off to Margs for that, because there was no category for anyone like that before Margo came on board. And he will go down the record books and the history books of the first man ever to make good money and make a living out of not having to chase a tour.
One word to describe Margo would be
stylish, freakish,
just a legend.
powerful, himself,
Cruising.
I would say he's gifted.
Crazy.
Lazy.
courageous,
Laid back, probably.
good bloke, radical,
Loose and explosive.
Goofy.
Mentally disabled. Inspiring.
If I had millions of dollars, I'd sponsor him. I really would. I'd sponsor him. I would sponsor him. He's bullshit.
cold, man, it's cold.
I've been on this trip the last 4 days surfing with Margs, and he's just like the gentle giant. He'd never harm anyone, like so mellow.
So, get out of here, Campbell. Go back to Tassie. Hey, go back to Tassie where you belong.
Fuck you.
Yeah, I used to be a chef, believe it or not. I only got halfway through my apprenticeship. That was the time I first got sponsored by Billabong.
The day that he came to us and told us that he was going to throw in his apprenticeship was a little bit apprehensive.
And it was either keep doing my apprenticeship and not become a surfer, or just become a chef and just, God, who knows where I'd be.
I think he'd rather be surfing every day than slaving at the RSL.
And, I think I chose the right choice.
So the first time I ever saw Brendan surfing was down at Kira shooting a little contest Billabong was having. And I remember shooting this one wave at Kira. And the surf was about 3 to 5 foot this one day. It was absolutely perfect. So I turned around and I said to Rowett, "Who is that guy?" He goes, "That's Margo." And I go, "Who?" He goes, "That's Margo." And I said, "God, that was hot. The kid's got some really good style, doesn't he?"
Just made an impact on me. Just the raw talent in this kid surfing was so beyond his years. I thought it was one of the most dynamic surfers I'd seen. I thought he had heaps of potential.
Even though I was sponsored by Rip Curl, I remember wearing the old faithful Billabong jacket that I got for Christmas about 3 years previous.
We just went, "Look, you got the jacket on, like, you may as well sign the paper," and just kept giving him a hard time. We were obviously keen to get him, but Bren was the sort of guy you didn't harass because he's just a cruisy sort of guy.
It was pretty funny, and Vince goes, "Well, how would you like to wear Billabong clothes all the time?"
Eventually he says, "Oh, I'll have to think about it," and
Yeah, pretty much happened there, Rot Nest.
I was over in Western Australia with Aki, and one of the surfers had to leave that we were filming with. And I called up Vince and said, "We need another surfer." And he said, "I'm going to send Margo." I went, "Oh, so you got him?" And he goes, "Oh, yeah, we signed him up. He's with us, and we're going to send him over there." Neither of us had met him before. And here was this really shy, humble, gangly sort of kid who was just going, "Oh, God, it's really nice to meet you guys. And oh, I can't believe I'm going surfing with my hero, Aki."
And I was just this, little grommet from Byron who just felt like, God, what have I done to deserve this? Felt like I won the lotto or something. Ockie and Jack were great. They made me feel right at home.
Margo and I met in West Oz. I was there working on the green iguana, and I just remember Margo as being like a big grommet, really. He's just so, he's just so giggly.
On that particular trip, Margo was a bit starstruck, hanging around his hero, Mark Akalupo, 24/7, and he just couldn't get enough of it. Every time Aki opened his mouth, Margo would be back in the back seat just chuckling his face off.
Didn't say much, so I was just, I'm sure my jaw was just like fully dropped.
We drove back to the surf spot, and when we pulled up to the point, it was a solid 8 foot. The waves are as good as it gets and just reeling down this reef. I'm sort of beginning to wonder if I've made the right call here with this guy, Margo.
Got to make the most of this opportunity and try and impress Ockie and try and impress Jack.
I'm really wondering what he's going to be doing on his first wave, and here he is, first time in the West, first time he's ever been to the spot, first time he's ridden the place. No one's bothered to warn him anything about how dangerous this one tombstone section is or anything.
I was blown away when I saw him surf for the first time. Really don't ever really know what he's going to do next.
I took a big sigh of relief and went, yeah, I think my job's okay. I think this kid's going to go places.
After that, Jack wanted him on every trip he ever did.
The photos that he came back with, you know, we got posters a lot, you know. I just thought, wow, this guy's going to go a long, long way.
Margo was in the right place at the right time. He was able to take a blend of the power surfing, which he's incredibly noted for, and blend it with the new radical performance surfing.
If he had become a competitive surfer, I reckon he would have been a really stressed out individual. He'd be some sort of real gnarly, narky arsehole or something like that. Instead, he's a beautiful, wonderful, warm human being and one of the greatest surfers there's ever been.
To look up to Occy in the way I did, and then to be able to go surfing with him and then become friends with him, it's pretty funny the way life works. When I was about 14, I remember I got my autograph from Ock at Bay Action at Gary Timperley's shop in Byron. I remember just being like, oh, there's Occy, there's Gary Green.
I've really become close with Margo. We hang out a lot, play a lot of golf together and surf a lot together. We've both got a fair few things in common.
He's a pretty superstitious sort of guy. I feel like I'm pretty superstitious too. I guess we're both demented in that way.
You know, he's just such a funny guy, you know, like in and out of the water really, just hanging around with him.
His surfing is amazing. He's very powerful, he's very stylish, and he really knows how to read a wave. And I think they're the three ingredients you need. when Ock's on, he can make people look stupid.
Every time I surf with Margo, I always scratch my head and think, wow, I'm just watching one of the best surfers in the world right there. He could be, he could be so up there in the top 44.
Melody, fragile as a dream, lullaby that lives on the breeze. Though you may never know me, I will follow you endlessly. You belong to me, fragile melody. There are things you can see, things that could only belong to me. Fragile melody.
It's great to surf with Margo when I'm back in between events. It's the level, it's the exact level that I'm surfing against on tour.
Every time we surf together, the waves are usually good and usually we have a fun time.
When I start leaning off competitive surfing, he's going on more trips than Margo, through Billabong and just doing all that kinds of stuff that how we first met. It's one of those lives that I think a lot of guys on tour kind of envy, because he's out there, and getting paid for it and just going to good waves all the time.
Always near. You belong to me, fragile melody. There are things you can see, things that could only belong to me. Fragile melody.
We were all after winning contests and putting the jersey on, travelling the world at a rapid pace. Margo still travels the world at a rapid pace, but he goes there just for the love of surfing and just for the love of doing good turns.
All of a sudden, people were like, wow, I can go out and not necessarily compete at all and do what I love to do and just focus on certain aspects of surfing and survive.
There's been others before Brendan that were free surfers, but he's been the pioneer of actually making a good living out of it. And others have followed him. I mean, he sort of opened up the way for guys like Dave Rastovich to go, well, look, there is an alternative. We don't all have to go on the pro circuit. I can make a career and carve a career out of carving. And it's not an easy road to follow, though. You've got to be really, really good to do that.
If it wasn't for Rabbit at the World Titles, I don't think I would have got through half as many heats as what I did.
I was actually a coach. I really took Brendan under my wing. There was no one holding his hand out there. He had to go out there and do it himself. People were raving about this new find, this talent that had been unearthed at the 1992 ISA World Surfing Games.
It was like a marathon. It was like a week of surfing heat after heat. And when I finally got there, I remember this French guy came up to me and said, I want to buy your board so much, It was like $500 a board or whatever, and I sold a whole quiver the day before I surfed the final.
And I mean, it's easy to say in retrospect, hey Margo, maybe if you hadn't sold your boards, you would have done better.
I got third, which is, okay, but I had potential to win that. Maybe.
He certainly showed that he had the potential to win contests.
I think he's wrapped that he wore that green and gold and got out there and represented Australia and did well for himself and pocketed the money for selling his quiver.
Finally, I ended up doing a trip with fucking Big dog.
Yeah, Hoyo's been hassling me ages saying, fucking ever. Let's do a trip Margo, let's do a trip Margo. He's wanting to surf with Margo.
Oh, that trip to WA with Hoyo and Bosco was pretty all-time. We had to do so much driving, and some parts of the drive was so tired, and we did anything we could to stay awake. We put on the heaviest music and thrashed ourselves silly. Like going away on a footy trip. Hoyo is a great ambassador for Australia. He just loves life in general. He's a classic. Hoyo and I were stoked to be able to hang out with the local crew. Guy Craig's so laid back. Pretty much as soon as he hits the water, he's a maniac. He loves doing the biggest tail slide snaps, and he just does air 360s all over the place. And Kirby Brown is such a cool cat. His surfing's so sick to watch. He's so smooth and he's just polished. He draws insane lines with great style. won a bloody contest in '96. I won the NIAS WQS event, and that was probably one of my biggest highlights in my surfing career.
We always said when you get your shit together one day, you're going to blow a door down. And he eventually did that when he went to NIAS and he won that one, and that was in just perfect ways, and just a relaxed atmosphere, and it was just, everything was good for him.
Once again, I got beaten by him in the semi-finals and couldn't get him for that one day, but his surfing was just phenomenal. He was just attacking it like it was a 2 or 3 foot shore break, but it was actually 6 to 8 foot, one of the best rides in the world, and Margo just blew everyone away that day.
You'd be standing there on the point watching him, and the whole point, every turn would just be like, like the whole way along, like 100 people, like just in separate cabins. I didn't know if he was good or not. I'm like, fuck, this guy is good. He's amazing.
I felt so in rhythm with the ocean, which, it's a pretty rare sort of feeling, and I felt right at home at NIAS. It was the first time I surfed it, and I just got through heat after heat. All of a sudden I was in the final.
And I was sitting in the water just screaming from the channel, like so stoked for him to win. He's one person I really wanted to see do well.
I had a few beers, and I remember walking back to my bureau just going, I can't believe I just won a contest.
Everybody was proud as punch for him when he won, feeling, yeah, he's done it. It was good.
It was just a really good feeling just to, prove to the crew out there that I wasn't just a free surfer, that I could actually surf contests. So, pity I couldn't back it up, but anyway, I did good. Trent Munro, he's out of that Hoyo mould where he just doesn't give a damn, and he just shows that in his surfing. So raw and just hacks the hell out of it, basically. He's just all aggression, doesn't show any respect to the wave. He's just like, rah.
No one had ever heard of Margo or Brendan Marginson, and I saw him catch a few waves, and I went, Jesus, how good's this kid? And then all the rumours were running around then amongst the Aussies. This is the new Curran, this is the new, this kid's going to be able to do Slater up, this is all going to be this. So there was a really, really big expectation, I think, put on him.
I think all those guys that go off on that tangent and go the free surfing trip eventually are going to ask the question, what if I did the tour? So inevitably it came up to Margo and he went on tour, and it was soul destroying watching the poor guy.
Yeah, the year I competed on the WQS was a really, really tough year. It was a bit of a disaster. It was the year I got married. I spent 6 months away from home. Felt really lonely. I was depressed. It's a big roller coaster ride of emotions. Frustrated in the waves I had to surf, 5 minutes here and 5 minutes there. Living your life in a suitcase, it's not very exciting stuff.
The QS will just tear you to pieces.
Oh, it just zaps so much life out of me.
Man, the number of times that we found him just, down in the dumps, and, he was just totally disillusioned. It was heavy.
The contest in Recife, I got beat by these 3 Brazilians, and I swear the waves were like this big. It was so small. And it's the first time ever in my entire life, I feel really ashamed of saying it, but I just got my board and just went, oh, I can't stand this anymore.
A lot of the boys were rallying around him going, come on, Margo, everyone wanted to see him up there.
I realised that at the end of that year, this guy is never, ever going to do any good in contests.
That's it. I don't care what anyone says. I'm calling it quits. I actually had tears in my eyes. I was so bummed.
He was so depressed. He went and talked to a lot of people, and he really did a lot of soul searching.
I just wanted to come home, surf some good waves, and just get off the bloody tour. Surfing in Hawaii means a lot to me. I've been going there since I was 16, so I've been there the last 14 years. It's so good for your surfing to surf in Hawaii. You're always riding these different boards and surfing such powerful, heavy waves, and it's usually crowded too, so the crowd's intense, the waves are intense, and it's really exciting stuff. There's always good surfers to watch, there's always good wipeouts to see, and at the end of the day, you've got to sit down and have a beer and go, whew, that was hard yakka. One of my more memorable sessions in Hawaii was '97 at Haleiwa on Christmas Day. I had a 4-hour session there that was probably one of my best all-time sessions.
He's just doing the hugest turns, and everyone was just barely trying to hang on.
Actually, all staying together in Hawaii that year. I remember Justin came back and showed us all the footage of it, and I remember we were just blown away and just went, oh, I think he was riding like a 7.6 or something.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome going to Hawaii this year. I had a new role. I had to take a few grommets under my wing.
It's good with Margo too, looking after us and staying with us.
We stay about 10 metres from the beach at logs here, so every day there's always little waves out the front.
It's been pretty good waves this season. Like waves have been pretty big the whole time.
It's very rewarding for me to see them surf stoked and to be able to, show them the ropes of Hawaii, of how you have to show respect and how to prove themselves in Hawaii. And it was just exciting for me to get waves too.
Well, I don't need your inhibitions, 'cause all I need is to be free. And I don't like no one to tell me where I'm going to, because I can see, 'cause I can see, 'cause I can see, 'cause I can see, 'cause I can see, show you all of my intentions. Get this world, belong to me, imitate all my inventions. A minute too late will never set you free. We'll set you free. We'll set you free. We'll set you free. We'll set you free. Inhibitions, 'cause all I need is to be free, and I don't like no one to tell me where I'm going to, because I can see, 'cause 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 I can.
Brendan was born at Salvation Army Hospital in Sydney on the 3rd of July 1972, and not long after we moved out to Penrith, where we stayed for a few years and realised it wasn't the lifestyle for us, and we ended up moving up to Byron Bay, which was the best move we ever made.
We were lucky enough to arrive in Byron Bay and find work virtually straight away, so I was able to support the family.
First memories I have of surfing are, at quite a young age. I started when I was 5 or 6, and that was just my dad used to be, well, he still is a really keen surfer, and he was always taking us to the beach. My sister used to surf too, and I was just a weekend surfer, just a stoked grommet, just stoked to be in the water. It was just such great memories, just surfing, before school with the old man, and when you're younger, it always seemed like the waves were unreal.
They'd be surfing till late. Brendan would always be running past. Just one more wave, Mum, just one more. That seemed to be many a normal afternoon, having to wait for the boys at the pass.
We've got very fond memories of surfing with Brendan, and we'll always cherish those days.
First recollections of Margo go back to about 1980 at Byron Bay. He was
very unassuming, just a nice young guy. Just a happy, big-hearted, nice young kid.
Byron Bay was such a special place to grow up.
It's produced some of the best surfers in the world from such a small town. It's very healthy and very competitive down here, probably pretty much like anywhere.
Actually, one of the first photos I ever had in a surfing magazine was one of John Derry's photos, and it was a backside aerial that I did at Tallows.
That really sticks out as a memorable photograph. I was really happy to get that image. And a couple of big slashy cutback sequence shots really stick in my mind from those days.
He was teaching me how to shoot with the camera.
So hopefully those images help to propel Brendan's profile and move him to where he is now. I'm sure they did.
Yeah, Margo was a fairly gangly looking fellow when he was quite young. He was okay at surfing, but then all of a sudden he sprouted off and got very good very quickly, and I think it took a lot of people by surprise on how actually good he was.
Yeah, he showed potential straight away. He wasn't scared, had a go.
Probably I was just about finished my career. Brendan was sort of coming up in the juniors.
I always looked at him going, wow, I want to surf like this guy so much.
And he does remind me of Margo a bit with their forehand swooping turns.
Older than me, so I didn't really hang out with him much. I always just used to see him in the surf at Tallows.
I think he even actually gave up surfing for a while. When he was in high school, maybe. Started riding a boogie board or something. Don't know if that's true though.
I jumped on a boogie board there for a little while, pulling in front of your mates, just going, ah! I got off on that, just being a real grommet.
Margo's a little bit older than me, so I didn't really sort of knock around with him at school too much, but I used to go surfing with him quite a bit. He's probably one of the nicest guys I think you'll ever meet. Like he's so humble, and his surfing ability, well, it speaks for itself, doesn't it?
It was pretty awesome to catch up with Wilsey. We hadn't seen each other for at least a year and a half, and to have that session together was pretty awesome. He really lets his surfing do the talking. He's such a great surfer to watch. He's so smooth and so fluent, and he really knows how to send up a lot of spray, and he does big, fast, whippy carves, and he hasn't grown much either. He's still so short.
Mark and I had a insane weekend. We surfed and played tennis. It was just so good being in comparison to each other. Like when I took him surfing, it was a bit of a humbling experience for him. And when he took me onto the tennis court, it was a very humbling experience for me. So it was just great, just sticking it up at each other. He was giving me shit and I was giving him shit.
I mean, I love surfing so much that I'm just going to keep on surfing no matter what. I'm just happy to see another big guy out there. So just make me feel too bad.
He's got so much energy out in the water and he has so much fun, and considering he's only been surfing 4 or 5 months, he's doing pretty good.
I mean, watching Margo surf is just so powerful. I mean, it makes it look too easy.
Seeing him get stoked on surfing is the best thing about surfing, you know. Like, I got more stoked on seeing him surfing than me even worrying about trying to impress him by doing big turns in front of him or anything like that. It's just great to be out there and having fun. I tell you what, it was very intimidating being at the other end of Mark's serves.
Gosh, served a couple at him.
He was really trying to line me up too, I think. I think he was really trying to have a go at me.
He handled one back. I was surprised it came back. She got a little pissed it came back, actually.
I was really stoked about that. It was a real fluke.
We had so much fun out there. I got on tennis courts, my territory. It was my time to, get back at him.
Yeah, it's just great to be at the other end and seeing those big long arms of his just serve up bloody cannonballs at you. I really enjoy surfing D-Bar and Stratty for their consistency, and I really enjoy surfing Burley and Kira for their perfection. So, it's crowded up there. I still find it crowded, but I don't mind it. When the waves are good, it makes up for it all.
the best free surfer ever. I reckon he should be, if he was in a contest, doing contests, he should be in the top 10 in the world. Why? Why?
He shouldn't be.
Why?
Well, why?
But
why?
Because.
But why?
Because he's as good as those guys. That's
I
why.
know.
That's what I'm trying to say to you.
All right, but why?
But why what?
But why should he be doing it?
I said if he was in a contest.
No, but why?
Cut. This is bullshit.
When I was younger, I just wanted to be really radical. I remember wasting a lot of waves, just trying to do the most, craziest turn off the top I could.
That's why I like photographing Brendo, because you were guaranteed of a big move, That's why maybe he didn't make it in the competitive thing, because he was just doing the big moves.
It was best 3 waves at the time, so Margo would have a 9, and then 2 2s and lose to a Brazilian guy who probably highest score in his career was a 6, and the guy beat him with 3 5s.
You don't have to go out there and do the world's biggest snap. You don't have to do the world's biggest, high-risk manoeuvre. I said, if you just do something at about 75%, it's going to be way stronger than anyone else's anyway. And it was really hard for him to get this into his head because he thought he wasn't doing that good.
I always tried to surf 110% and put myself on the line.
He'll get the biggest score, but he won't hassle for that score he needs, or he'll only get the biggest score right at the end of the heat when he's been totally out-hassled and a wave comes to him, and then all of a sudden just boom, 9.5, and everyone's like, far out, why didn't he do that before?
If he had to sit on someone to stop them from getting a wave, I think he would just be like, oh, it's cool. Go ahead.
Brendan Martinson up and riding on this, his first ride. He's fallen off, he's handicapping himself all over the park today.
I think it was his mind that sort of played a contributing factor to it. It certainly wasn't his ability or his enthusiasm or the equipment he had.
He just loves surfing that much that I don't think he needs to prove to himself that he's the best, through competition.
Contest surfing is a bit of a drag. It's like it becomes work. You've got to get on planes and hotels, and you might have to go out in waves that aren't so great, or you just mightn't feel like putting on the contest jersey that day. Well, he doesn't have to.
I think if he had a quarter of my aggression, probably would have won a world title.
I can't find words for how Brendan falls off, but he does it with so much style, it's unbelievable.
He's just a big goofer.
I don't think Margo is clumsy at all.
He does them so funny, he just looks like an idiot. You don't know whether he's serious or real or what's going on.
I think just Margo on land's funny.
He's just being a clown, doing jokes and doing real stupid stuff. He's just funny.
He's a funny man.
You've only got to hang around him for a day or something and you'll see him do something pretty funny.
He does this backflip thing where he just gives up and just backflips and goes over the falls, and I think it's hilarious.
Even though I may rue it, I have put the...
That's what probably makes it him so cool to be around, I guess.
Oh my God, this guy's got stickers on his board. And then you see the next wave and you think, my God, this guy should be world champion.
It's just a beautiful stage in life right now to have a family. I love it. It's couldn't imagine not having my wife and having a little boy there right now to live life with. Oh, I can't believe it. A little Margo? How good's that? I'm stoked. I'm so excited. He's 2.5 now, and he's so funny and he's so fun, but I'm sure everyone says that about their child, but God, they're just absolute gems. He was born at 6:30 in the morning, February the 28th, and it was actually a morning Kira was pretty good. I was looking out the window, Kira was pumping, and then I looked down at my wife and Mike was being born, and you know, it was one of the first times in my life where I seen perfect surf and went, sorry, that can wait. Having something, you know, having a little boy here. As life moves on, your priorities change as well. And for me, my main priorities in life are my wife and my little boy, Micah. Daddy. Surfing used to be my #1 priority, and that's definitely not at the top of the list now, but it's still up there, but not quite that high.
When I first met Brendan, he basically made me laugh.
God, we met on the Gold Coast on a night out on the piss.
My sister came home from a nightclub one night or the next day and told me if I knew who Brendan Marguson was, and I was like freaking nearly doing backflips. I was like, yeah, that guy's one of the best surfers I've seen. And she was like, oh, he's kind of my boyfriend now, and I was like, whoa.
She's been such a good sport throughout my life of travelling.
It would probably be weirder for me if he was home all the time, but then we're lucky that when he is home, we can sort of spend the days together, and that it's not like he has to go off to work from 9 to 5. I give Brennan probably the push that he needs.
When I feel like, oh, I've got to go away for 2 weeks, I'm going to miss you, and she goes, dude, you'll be back in 2 weeks. Just get out there and do it and realise how lucky you are to be able to do what you do. I'm onto a little winner. She's gold. When I met my wife, she goes, you might know my brother, Heath Walker. And I'm like, Heath. Actually, I do know Heath. He's like little grommet. He's just a little blonde-headed poodle-looking guy.
You know, he was an idol to me as a kid. You know, I had him on my freaking ruler at school. I had a Mad Dog ruler with him and freaking Jeremy Bowles on it.
To me, Heath and I are just the complete opposite people. We're chalk and cheese.
The similarities that we have are actually, there's not many at all. You know, we're very different people.
He's always so excited and so amped to do stuff. He's like, Margs, did you see that? Did you see that? I think I did a little boost there. Would it look all right?
Well, he can be quite annoying. Don't get me wrong, he freaking plays one too many jokes on you sometimes when you're really not interested at all.
His life is competing. He's a very competitive person.
Margo he just wants to go surf down the beach when no one's out and blow the back out of it.
The page is bare, and all I write just disappoints. My empty stare, the only word to choose is joints. Another yawn, I rest with my knuckles in my cheek. Idea gone and taken by an uninspired week.
He really is one of the most amazing surfers I've ever seen. He's big, he's powerful, he uses every ounce of his weight and power. He probably stands on the tail of his board more than anyone else I've ever had to shape for.
He's able to do backhand turns on his forehand. There's not too many people can do that.
He's smooth and stylish and powerful and effortless.
He does a lot of things in the waves that, other surfers can't do.
You get to see how he really surfs if you're watching him live.
He's an old fella and he's just going upside down every turn.
In a way, it's like really reckless.
I think if you saw him surf and didn't know him, you might think he's a little crazy.
It's a good reckless, you know? It's not a just out of control craziness. He's just he knows when to let loose.
When he does that bang up and his neck's down near his navel and his back's bent, and mate, it's a Margo style. Rubber man for sure. It's amazing.
Comes from the old school power, which I really admire.
Definitely a freak.
Treats an 8-foot wave like it's a 2-foot beachy. That's what makes him so good, I reckon.
You know, he's a big guy, so he can just really lay into a turn a lot harder than anybody else can.
Puts his board on rail so hard and holds his line for so long. There's not many guys that do that.
Never ceases to amaze you, you know. He just sort of pulls something out of the bag where you just go, fuck, how did he get himself in that position and sort of make it? And then, you know, he's just such a big fella. He seems to fit in and bend and stretch, and he's just got heaps of power. He's all right bloke too.
To watch for excitement and just sheer pleasure, and I think Margo's pretty bullshit. I think he's incredible.
I think his surfing's really different to who he is as a person.
And he's so just mellow and cruisy, and then he gets out in the water and he just goes mad, you know.
You look at the guy, and he's the mellowest cat ever. You look at his surfing, and it's the most aggressive, hacking surfing ever. So he's like this two-sided coin kind of thing.
There's a wave, there's his canvas, and there was no criteria. He didn't have to start here, finish there.
I just wish there was more Margos around, you know, in every way, as for the absolute brilliance of his surfing, the sincerity of his character, and the beauty of his soul. I reckon he's a really special person in every way.
Love you, Margo.
That trip to Tassie was amazing because we just had the freedom to be able to travel around and to chase waves in just such an isolated area. And some of the places we went to, we didn't see any other people around, and it was just to be able to go camping and to just enjoy the natural beauty of Tasmania. You know, it's just so isolated, it was cold, and it was just beautiful.
Now
I get to travel the world, I get to surf the most perfect waves and meet some unreal people, and it's just an amazing experience.